Do you sometimes struggle with writing dialogue? Dialogue can be tricky, but today I'll share a couple of tips that will help you to make your dialogue come alive. Let's start with dialogue tags, sometimes called dialogue attributions. A dialogue tag is simply a way to indicate who is doing the speaking. The simplest way to attribute dialogue is to use the word said. For example, Sharon, I'm bored, Lonnie said, let's go to the movies. I don't feel like going to the movies, Sharon said. The meaning of said is clear and it's virtually invisible, so you can use it over and over. It doesn't feel forced like exclaimed or scowled sometimes do, but it can be boring, and writers don't like to be boring. And so they don't want to use said over and over. They'll use it at times, of course, but not over and over. So that's where dialogue beats come in. They let you add variety to your conversations. Dialogue beats are also called action beats. You can replace many of your tags, like said, if the characters do something physical at the same time that they're speaking. After all, characters, they eat, they toss back their hair, they sort through mail, they fold laundry, they do all this stuff, they fix dinner, all while they're talking. Beats let the reader visualize the scene that's going on during the dialogue. Here's an example. Lonnie drummed his fingers on the table. Sharon, I'm bored. Let's go to the movies. Sharon lowered her paper and looked at her husband. We went to the movies last week. Some kid spilled soda all over my shoes. Lonnie laughed. He got up, grabbed the coffee pot, and topped off their mugs. I'm sure that was a one-time thing. Sharon smiled. She put down her paper and sipped her coffee. Okay, but just to be safe, I'm wearing my old shoes. So I hope you found this tip useful, and I'll show you one of my favorite reference books. It's called Self-Editing for Fiction Writers, How to Edit Yourself into Print by Rennie Brown and Dave King. And you'll find a lot of good advice about not only dialogue, but also characters and how to create scenes and settings. So I highly recommend this. It comes in 2 editions. This is the latest one, which isn't that new. It's from 2004, but it's still good. So thank you very much. I hope you got something out of this. And the most important thing is to keep writing.